Hey everyone, it's Emma, and today I'm going to be talking about my out-of-the-box activity. So I have titled this activity the Ice Cube Smash, and my activity is for kindergarten students, but I believe that it can be used in higher grades too, because I think it's just a very fun and kind of rare activity. I haven't seen this at all in the classroom yet. I'm sure it's out there, but yeah, so it's called the Ice Cube Smash, and basically what kids are doing is they are breaking ice cubes to get to an item that they will then say out loud what the item is, and then they're going to figure out and determine how many syllables the word has. So my teaks for this activity is the students are able to identify syllables in spoken words, and my ELPs for this activity is to distinguish sounds in intonation patterns of English with increasing ease. So both of these kind of intertwine. They're identifying the English word, they are saying it out loud and getting practice that way. And then they're kind of analyzing the word and seeing how many syllables they think make up the word. So the objective for my students is I can say the syllables in words. Okay, so now I'm going to just give you guys a list of the materials that I used for this activity. So if you want to pause right now and just take a quick screenshot of this so that you can use it later, that's a good idea. And now I'm just going to kind of walk through those really quick and just show you exactly what I used. So I used, of course, an ice cube tray and small items that the students are going to relate to. So especially when you are dealing with English language learners, you want to make sure that you're using vocabulary words that they have some sort of background knowledge on. So for example, right here I have a ring and then I have a backpack. So these are things that they interact with and they know about these, so that they will easily be able to identify them. That way when we get to the harder part of determining how many syllables we have, we can focus more on that. So I simply just put the items in the tray, fill it with water, freeze it, and voila, you have your part of your activity already done. And then what the students will be smashing the ice cubes on, I picked a baking sheet because it prevents a mess and water from getting everywhere. You don't want to do this on student desks. And I have labeled it here 1 through 6 because I'm going to divide my students into pairs, and I'm going to give them 6 ice cubes. They're going to do 3 each, and I have just created these labels with post-it notes. I taped them on there, so basically I listed that on the optional materials because you can write those numbers or record what number your ice cubes will be however you want. So I just cut this into fourths, labeled it, and it was really simple and easy to just put it on my tray. Of course, you will need something for your students to break the ice cubes with. Now, for the purpose of this video, I am just using a normal hammer, but I would never give my students a real hammer. That's dangerous. So I wrote on my materials that you can use a toy hammer or a wooden hammer or a spoon or just something that's easy for them to use and that's not dangerous. And a couple more things, you just need notebook paper. You just have your kids label 1 through 6 so that they can record how many syllables are in each word as they break the ice cubes. Have something to record that with. And lastly, you need paper towels. I have an actual towel, but you just want to make sure to have paper towels on hand in case your students get a little messier than you might have planned for. Okay, so that is all the materials for the assignment or activity, not really assignment. And so now we're going to go to a short clip of me demonstrating how the activity will actually go. Okay, so now I'm going to demonstrate the activity. As you can see, I have 4 ice cubes here and they each have an object in them. And for instructional purposes, I'm only going to break 2 ice cubes. But if I was in the classroom, I would actually give students 6 ice cubes. And so you want to have them labeled. And then I have my paper here to record how many syllables I get when I get my object and I can get my word. So for the purposes of this video, I'm using an actual hammer, but I would not give my students
a real hammer, I would give them a wooden hammer or a toy hammer, or just something else that's a little bit more safe, but that's still gonna break the ice. So with all that to say, I'm gonna go ahead and start the activity, and I'm just gonna smash the ice cube. I'm gonna get my object and see what it is. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, almost there. Oh, look. Okay, so I'm not gonna break everything off, but as you can see here, this is a flower. So this is something that students would be able to identify. And now they are going to say how many syllables are in the word flower, and they can do that by clapping or just saying it. And so I'm going to demonstrate that. There are 2 syllables in the word flower, flower. And so the students would then take their piece of paper, and on number 1, they would write 2 for 2 syllables for flower. And so you just repeat that process until you get all 6 ice cubes done. And that's it.
Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed that demonstration, and I hope this is an activity that you will carry with you to your own classroom. I believe that this is an awesome activity, especially for ELLs, because they get to have something tangible. They get to do a hands-on activity that's super fun that I've never seen done in a classroom before. And then they get to, see it and touch the item, and then they get to say it, and then they get to work on how many syllables it has. So I believe there's lots of great components that open the door for English language learning, and I just think it's a great opportunity to just engage your students and let them have fun while learning. So let me know if this is something you decide to do in your class, and let me know how it goes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.